Back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to highlight and contour. This is going to be a beginner's highlight and contour video, so of course if you already know how to highlight and contour, then this is not for you. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys know the products that I personally use to highlight and contour. And I'm going to show you how to cream contour, powder contour, everything. So if you are a beginner and want to know how to highlight and contour, then this is the video for you. So yeah, before I get into this tutorial, if you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed, make sure that you are subscribed. Please hit the bell so that you're notified each time I upload. Leave your comments down below, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into this tutorial. Alright guys, so I already have foundation on. I did want to just skip that step because it's pretty straightforward. Just apply your foundation. I do have a light bit of foundation on. I didn't do too much today because I am going for a more natural look. So I did my brows, applied some lashes, and did my foundation. So that part is out of the way. So I'm mainly focusing on the highlighting and contour. So right after you apply your foundation is when you start the highlighting and contour process. So to highlight, you want to, I don't know if you guys could already tell, but everyone has their natural highlight and contours to their face. So as you could see, looking at mine, I have lighting hitting me right now, and the light is showing me where my highlighted areas are. So as you could see, my chin here, this part is light, underneath my eyes, my forehead here, and you literally could see your highlighted areas. So with makeup, you're basically accentuating those highlighted areas basically. So I'm just basically gonna follow my natural highlight, and as you could see, my highlight goes like this. So there are many different ways to highlight and contour depending on your face shape. So because I have a more oval face, sometimes I think I have a round face too, but I have more of like an oval face. So I'm going to show you guys a little diagram. Okay, so this is basically some pictures on how you should contour for your face shape. So you need to figure out what kind of face shape you have and then contour in that same way. But as you can see, everyone typically has the same way to contour. So you're still contouring under your eyes, your chin, your forehead. So if you want your face to appear longer, you want to keep your highlight into your face. So instead of highlighting all the way out here, you want to just keep it in the center of your face, and that's going to give you an appearance of a more longer face. Whereas if you highlight and bring out the highlight to your outer ends, your face is going to look more wider. So yeah, depending on your face shape, you want to just make sure that you are highlighting and contouring correctly. So for me, because I have an oval face, I'm going to bring it out more, just to kind of even it out. So I'm going to go in with my Holy Grail concealer. This is the LA Girl concealer in the shade Toffee. I usually use Toffee and Fawn, depending on, well, it's not really depending on anything. They're pretty close in color. So I'm just going to show you guys how I highlight. So I am just basically placing my highlight like this. And I do like to bring it up on my nose bridge here because I want my nose to look slimmer as well. So I put it up on my nose bridge there. And then my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and my chin. Alright guys, so now that you applied your concealer to your highlighted areas, you want to take a sponge and you want to make sure that it's damp, and you're going to go ahead and blend out your concealer. Some people do wait for the concealer to set and just allow it to build up so that you have better coverage. Me, I personally don't care. Like, you could wait for a bit, like a minute or so, and just let it sit so that you could have a better, fuller coverage. But me, I don't care about all that. I just go straight in and blend it out. And I like to start from the bottom, like this, and just blend it out. And with concealer, I forgot to really talk about this. You want to get a shade that is at least 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual shade. So as you guys can see, this is not my shade. It's about 2 to 3 shades lighter. And that's just going to give you the highlighted effect. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And you want to take your time with blending. Make sure that it is nicely blended out. You may look crazy, but it's all gonna come together, I promise. All right, so this is how your face should be looking after you have highlighted and blended it out. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to cream contouring, and I'm taking my Fenty matte stick in the shade Espresso. So with contouring, you wanna take a concealer or a foundation stick or a contouring stick that is 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin complexion. So this shade is not my perfect shade. It's about 2 to 3 shades darker, and that you are going to use to contour. So with contouring, it's all of the parts that are sunken in. So you're going to basically contour where you want it to appear sunken in or slimmer. So that's why people contour their cheekbones and their forehead. With your forehead, contouring allows your forehead to look a bit smaller. So if you do have a bigger forehead like me, if you have a bigger forehead like me, you definitely want to contour, and that's just going to give you the appearance of a smaller forehead or a slimmer cheekbone. So you want to find your contour by going like this. Yeah, you want to just put your face like this, and you'll find where your contour is. So you just draw the line, and you don't need to bring it all the way like down here. Just go, like, it needs to be at least like an inch or 2 inches long. You don't need to bring it all the way down to your here. You don't. So just like that, and then my forehead. And then my jawline. And then also, if you want to contour your nose, just apply some to the outer portion. The outer bridge of your nose, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take the back of my sponge and blend it out. And this may take a bit of time because you want to make sure that it is blended out perfectly. Alright, so this is how you should be looking after you have highlighted and contoured. So after this step, you want to set all of this in place so that it stays put. With cream and liquid products, you always want to set with a powder so that it stays put, it doesn't crease, and it lasts longer throughout the day. So if you do apply any foundation that is liquid or cream, please, 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 please apply powder over it, or else you're just gonna look like no. To set my highlighted areas, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Banana Setting Powder. A cheaper alternative is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Setting Powder, and this is the Banana Setting Powder. So you want to go in with a powder, setting powders. So there are translucent setting powders, there's banana setting powders, or there is just regular setting powders that you can use to set your highlight in place. I like to go in with banana setting powders, to be honest, just because I have a natural yellow undertone and I like how a banana setting powder looks or puts my whole look all together. So I'm gonna go in with my sponge and dip into the powder. And this step, a lot of people have different ways of doing it. I'm going to show you what I do. So I basically take the powder onto my sponge and I just dab it in. So some people bake, and I used to bake, but I kind of stopped doing that, and I just tapped it in. So that's what I do, and I'm gonna do it to all of the highlighted areas. So I may look crazy now, but it's all gonna come together, I promise. So after this step, after I've set my highlighted areas, I like to go in with a face powder that is my complexion. So it's just a all over face powder, and the one that I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in 355, and I'm just going to dab this all over my face. So I like to start on one side basically. And as you can see, I'm going over the powder that I just applied because I want everything to blend in together. I don't want there to be a harsh line. So let me show you the difference between this side that I just did and the other side. So as you could see, this side looks much harsher. You could see like it's not well blended on this side, whereas this side everything looks like uniformed. So that is why you want to go in with a face powder to kind of bring everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other side. Alright, so now that you have applied your powder to your entire face, you're gonna go ahead and set your contour. So you're gonna go in with a powder that is, again, 2 to 3 shades darker than your actual color, and you're going to just powder contour. So these are the perfect brushes to use for contour, the angled brush, and this is just going to hug your cheekbones, like literally. It's going to hug your cheekbones. So these are the type of brushes that you would want to use to contour. So I'm going to dip into my contour powder, and I'm just going to go over where I cream contoured. And you want to use a light hand. You don't, like, you could always build up the color, but you can never take off. So just go in with a light hand. And if you do want to add more, you can. I'm basically just setting all of my contour areas. Alright, so after that step, you could go in and apply your blush, and I'm going to take my favorite blush. And you just want to apply it to the apples of your cheeks. So smile and just place it here, and that's just gonna bring some color into your face. Of course, if you are a highlight girl, you want to go in with your highlighter, and I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I'm just going to apply a bit of highlight to my cheekbones, basically everywhere that you highlighted. So I'm just gonna apply some on my cheekbones here. My nose, my forehead, and my chin. And you could apply on your cupid's bow as well. And then to lock everything in place, you could take your setting spray. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray, and this is just going to lock everything in place and make it last longer throughout the day. Alright guys, so that's about it. I hope you guys learned a lot from me. Pretty simple and straightforward, but obviously with practice you will get it. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.